Hi paper dolls, it's Madeline. Welcome back to my channel. Well, I have missed my paper dolls. Let me tell you, it has been a crazy time in the camp household. I probably haven't really filmed a video in maybe like 2 months, except for an occasional flip through. It was just one thing after another. But I will tell you all about it, but I want to go ahead and get into what we're going to be doing today. So I recently felt inspired to make some ring-bound junk journals and just make them really girly and lacy, Victorian, Bridgerton, whatever. And I thought, it would be really, really fun if I brought you guys along on a journey and showed you how I did it, because it was really difficult. It was a challenge, and it was really out of my comfort zone. So anyway, let's just get started. So first thing I want to start out with is our cover, okay? And what I like to use, or what I did use, was book cover. All right, and I happen to have this one here, Nature Notes of an Edwardian Lady, which is very fitting. And I started to cut it apart, and I thought, wait a minute, let me just turn on my camera and just film this whole process. So basically, I had gotten as far as cutting one of the covers off. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead right here and cut the back cover off of the spine. And this is going to be our front and our back cover of our ring-bound junk journal. Okay. So let me get all this out of the way. Okay, and I'm going to save these pretty papers to do something with. I don't know what yet. Let me get these out of the way. All right, so we have got our front and our back of our, what we're going to do for our journal. So now, what I want to do next is go ahead and punch my holes. All right, punch the holes here. And because I have made one, I have got a page already that has got the holes punched in it that will line up in the correct way. All right, so I'm basically just going to center this on here and go ahead and punch my holes. Now, this is something I'm doing in a different order than when I made my original one. I waited until I got to the end of the process on my original one. It was very difficult to go in and punch the holes. So I figured if I went ahead and started out punching them first, it would be easier once I got all the fabric and the lace and got everything covered. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to get to how I make these pages in a minute, but this is my template, if you will. And okay, it's kind of hard, so let me do another little trick here. And I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to go ahead and just color in where I want to punch my holes right here. Okay, and then I'm going to take this one here over here. And I'm going to do the same thing. And since I have done this before, I am always probably going to keep one of these pages just for a template, because having these holes spaced this way really, really helped me out a lot. And let me go ahead and give y'all a measurement, because I'm not a big measurer, but this is about 9 inches by like 6.5-ish, 6 3/4, okay? And once I punched my holes, I kept them the same from all the journals. I used the same template for punching all my holes in these journals that I finished. And I did a flip through of these, and I'll link it down below if you guys want to go through and look at the final project or whatever. Okay, so this is a difficult part, is to kind of get my crocodile in here and over this hole. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just Yep, punch there. Okay. And then let's get in here and do this one. And do you see how that's a little bit kind of marred up a little bit there? That is another reason why I decided I was going to do these first if I made any more of these. All right, so while I'm punching those holes, let me tell you a little bit what's been going on in my life. And really, I think the last time I checked in with you guys, it was the middle of April or so. My son turned 16, and we went to the coast, to the Gulf Coast for his birthday. And then basically, when we got back, it was everything end of school. Just everything going on. All the parties, all the stuff, all the things. My daughter is a dancer. She had her 11th dance recital. And for you dance moms out there, you know what that's like. The rehearsing and getting the costumes. And she was in 2 numbers. She did a ballet, and then her jazz was to The Wizard of Oz. And she did such an awesome job. I'm so proud of her. Okay, so I've got my holes cut there. All right, so we'll put a pin in my stories. All right, and then I'm going to lay these out, and we are going to go ahead and move on to the next step. So the first thing I did was I took some fabric and I covered the covers of my book with a little fabric. Okay, just to get the, just to kind of like get it so it wasn't so dark green or whatever color it was underneath, to kind of give me like a clean slate, if you will, to start layering things on. Okay, so this is just a piece of a linen tablecloth. You know, no big deal. You can use a white sheet. You could use anything, you know. Anything you've got, fabric, muslin, whatever. All right, and let's see. I can't decide if I had been wrapping my other ones I'd been doing all the way around, but I can't decide. I guess I need to go ahead and do that because I really like this. I thought I wasn't going to wrap it around, but you can still see the green a little bit. So, all right, let's stick a pin in that. And let's go in a different direction. I have just a basket here where I keep like stuff that I use for, you know, covering, muslin, lace, stuff like that. And that's basically what I've been pulling from for this project. Okay, so anyway, daughter had her dance recital. That was awesome. And I'm sure most of you know that I also work a real job outside of this. And so I just think between keeping up with my real job and all the little extra things going on with end of school, you know, I just could not keep up with everything. So I took a little break. My kids got out of school. Here in the South United States, most schools get out before Memorial Day, and so they were out just before Memorial Day. We went back, had a little family trip to the beach, which was really, really nice, just to get away. And my husband has a stressful job, and you know, it's one of those jobs where it's hard, it's very difficult for him to leave it at work. So I really like to make him get away and take a little trip every now and then, just because he just relaxes and, you know, is not so worried about, you know, everything going on at the office. So that was nice. My Uma, my puppy, came back from the trainer after that trip. And so I have 3 dogs, which love to make appearances and talk to you guys in these videos. They happen to be asleep right now, my two bigger dogs. But anyway, yeah, she came back from the trainer, and so it was really fun to see her. And, you know, she's just a hot mess and a ball of energy, and she's going to be a year old next week. So it's coming up on her birthday, so she still has all that great puppy energy in her. So that was good. And I'm trying to think, I mean, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but and then getting back home, getting back into the swing of everything, getting into the swing of summer. My daughter does a show choir camp the first full week of summer. And so she did her show choir camp for a week, and that was awesome. I love it. It's called Summer Show-Offs, and it's something that's kind of done in our area. And it's just an amazing experience. And she's been doing that for, I guess this is her 8th year to do that. And so, you know, we did that, and we took her best friend with us to the beach. I forgot that. So that was a lot of fun. So anyway, and then she did her show choir camp, and then after that, it's just kind of, you know, trying to get into the swing of summer. Also, at my real work, it gets very busy in the summer. And so I've been very, very busy with that. And I mean, it's just been a lot. And then I kind of get, and I know this is silly, but I kind of get where after I have been out of filming for a while, I kind of get to where I don't know that if I'm like feel awkward to start filming again, or I don't know what it is, but I just kind of get out of it, out of doing it, I guess. And anyway, and so then I was like, oh, well, I need to be doing X, Y, and Z, or I need to be doing this. And I was just kind of putting it off, really. But in all honesty, too, I also needed to replenish my shop, because it really, my Etsy shop needed some attention. Needed some new things listed, some refresh. So I was working on that, and let's see, it's been Father's Day, so we had a good Father's Day, and I don't know, just life. It's been busy. Oh, yeah, and then I'm jumping all over the place, but my son's, he had final exams, and his exam schedule is different from the rest of school. They only go to school for 2 hours, and so he has to be dropped off and picked up, you know, early, and that kind of like puts a bit of a, I mean, not a kink per se, but, you know, it's definitely a change to the normal schedule during exam time. Let's see, my daughter during her field day fell down on, she's so funny, man. She fell down on her knee and had the worst cement burns, carpet burn, whatever, on her knee that I have ever seen. But then her ankle was just huge, swollen, grapefruit. So we had to rush her to the pediatrician to get an x-ray of her ankle. And it was not broken, thank goodness, but she needed a brace. So we took care of that. And I don't know about y'all, but I feel like summertime in my house, we really go and try to do a lot of doctor's appointments and whatnot. Just like going to the dentist, you know, going orthodontist checkup, going to the eye doctor, you know, just doing some stuff like that. So I've been doing all that. And I mean, you know, it's just been a lot. It's been a lot, but I have missed you guys so much. I've missed filming. I have missed my craft room. And I'm happy to be back in it. So, are you guys doing anything fun this summer? Y'all let me know if y'all are doing anything interesting. Okay. So, as you can see here, I'm taking you through all the little steps, and I'm just taking my white fabric that I had trimmed and torn to size, and I am just using it to cover the front of the cover of my ring-bound journal. And I tell you, I use probably a whole bottle of Fabri-Tac on every single journal. of these journals. I just do a lot of gluing, which is good for people who do not have sewing machines because, you know, it's a good journal to make because you don't have to have a sewing machine. Now, do I have sewing elements? Yes, I certainly do, but you do not have to have a sewing machine to do these at all. All right, I'm trying to make my corners look cute and pretty, but most of the stuff is going to get covered up anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. But all right. I love summer. I think summer is great. I used to when my kids were younger. When my kids were younger, I used to sort of dread summer, you know, because back in those days we were going to the zoo and doing the, you know, finding something for them to do all the time to wear them out. And now I look forward to summer because I just feel like the older you kids get, the more you become a taxi service, the more you're in the car driving to and from and everywhere else. And you know, like I needed a break from driving kids, getting them up, making sure they're on time, making sure I got the carpool straightened out for whatever day it is. You know, just all those things. So it's been nice to have a little bit of a brain break, just kind of be chill. My daughter is going to be doing she's 13, so I don't know that I would call it babysitting particularly this summer, but more of maybe like a mother's helper. She is going to be helping out a friend of mine with her 2 precious daughters. And so, I can't remember which way I had this, y'all. We'll just do it like this. She's going to be helping my friend out with her 2 daughters. And so she's going to be earning a little bit of money doing that. And, you know, she can stay with them, of course, during the day and, you know, maybe even a little bit at night. But she's really good loves playing with kids, little girls, and doing all that kind of stuff. So she is helping out there, which is really good. Oh, something else that happened. I don't know if I've mentioned this to you guys before, but I have chronic migraine, and it had been doing, I mean, a lot better than it had been. My migraines in a really long time. And I guess it was like the stress, or I don't know what it was, but I had the worst, like 10-day to 2-week migraine also in the month of May. And it was awful. It was awful. And I had to go get a bunch of medicine and like extra things I don't love taking, like steroids and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, when I get those bad migraines like that, it's really hard to do anything. But then you also, I feel like I have a recovery period, you know, just to sort of, because it's exhausting being in pain. You know, anybody that deals with chronic pain, and because I hadn't had one in a long time, I really forgot how awful they were. But, you know, being in pain is just exhausting. So, yeah, that actually was a big problem that I was having in this break. But I have, now that we were out of that stressful period and we had, you know, vacation and just kind of chill, like I haven't had another migraine again, knock on wood, so I'm feeling a lot better from that. But, you know, it's just one of those situations, Murphy's Law, you know, everything is going to go wrong if it can. Okay, here we go. You guys could fast forward this. You know how I am, though. I do like to take y'all through all the little nitty-gritty steps so you can see how to do it. So, anyway, we have been, for Father's Day, this was really fun. we watched the first 3 Indiana Jones movies with our kids. That was really, really fun. I hadn't seen them probably since I was a little kid, like smaller than they are now. And it was really good. It was really fun to watch those as a family. And, you know, so my kids, you know, watch the Indiana Jones movies. It was really fun. We hadn't watched them in a long time. I'd forgotten a lot about them, but that was really good. Okay, all right, so we have got this together, and I'm gonna feel here for my holes I poked, and I'm gonna take my pencil and just put, you know, a little mark here so I can keep up with where my holes are. Okay, and I'm gonna do this over here, and that way I get everything the correct direction it needs to be and all of that. All right, and then let's see, there's my other one there. Okay, y'all. All right, I'm gonna watch the time. I don't want to make these videos too long. All right, so here we go. This is our front cover, our back cover, and our holes are poked here. All right, so the next thing I do at this point is I really, again, go to my laces and I decide what I want to do for like a base, you know, just kind of like a base layer of lace. And, you know, I might go ahead and I might use this piece here. Let me see what else I've got in my little basket. Oh, now this is it. This is a fun piece. I may do this. Yeah, let me do this. I'm gonna go ahead and do that for a base layer, I think. Or should I do the white? I don't know. Maybe I will do the white. It's a little bit more robust. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do another layer of fabric. I'm gonna do a layer. Uh-oh. Well, there are my puppies. There are my lovely puppies. What's going on? Who do y'all hear? Do you hear sister going up and down the stairs? Huh? What are y'all doing? All right, so what I did on this part is I would just grab my fabric cutting scissors, and I did not worry about wrapping this part around. I just kind of went through and did a rough trim right here, just enough where I could just kind of, you know, glue it down. And, you know, let me trim out this one here. Do you guys want to go out there and see what brother and sister are doing? Huh? You want to go find them? So I'm talking to my son about getting a job for the summer. I'm not sure what he's going to end up doing. He's never applied for a job even, so we're going to start doing all that very soon. Hang on, y'all. Let me let my puppies out of this room. Okay. You want to go find brother and sister? Go find them. Go on, go find brother and sister. All right, go on, go find them. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me grab a drink. My gracious, it has been so hot where I live. It has been terribly, terribly scorching hot. It's been awful. All right, so now I am going to take my glue again, okay? And I'm gonna do, with this, I don't worry about getting so much like glue over every tiny little section or whatever. I just kind of messily put a little bit of glue down because we're going to be gluing on top of this, and so we're basically just tacking it down at this point. All right, so then we're just gonna pop our lace on here like that, and we can always go back and, you know, trim up the corners or the edges, whatever. All right, so let's do the same thing over here. I do a good layer around the edge, And then, you know, just kind of messily around. And I always go back and, you know, when I'm finished, and make sure everything is glued down just the way I like it, you know. All right, here we go. Just layer this on. Now I found with using the fabric tack, if you wait a second before you start trying to press it down, it is not quite as, it doesn't want to pull away from the surface you're trying to stick it to. So I just have a dry baby wipe here. I just leave some out before I go to bed to get dry. And I'm just like pressing, rubbing, you know, that lace really good into that glue right there. Well, hey Pippa, you back? Pippa is one of our French pointers. She's mama to Uma, French pointer. Is everything okay? Did you do like a good sweep of the house? We good? Is everything good? All right, you can see right here, I'm just gonna go along the edge and just trim, trim, trim. And just to get some of those little flyaways away. Trim, trim, trim. All right. Cute, very cute. Let's see here. Let me find my holes again. There they are. Okay, great. All right. Get this out of the way. Now, I'm gonna do the same thing on this one. Just press, press, press. You know, just a few seconds of just a few, you know, maybe 5-10 seconds, my goodness, of letting it dry. You can really just get in there, and it's not like, the glue isn't stringy, it's not pulling it away. It's just easier to work with and get that really good and pressed down. All right, so there we go. Let's check on the back here. Let's see, we'll just do a little trimming. Are you guys gonna have a fight now? Come on, Uma. You don't need to be doing that to your mama. Come on, Uma love. Hey, 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 hey. No fighting. You don't need to fight. Okay, very happy with the way that looks. That looks great. So now what we are going to start to think about is some of this other lace I have, and are we going to put this down for another layer? I've just got some old lace tablecloth pieces here. You know, maybe we should do this one. I really do like this one here. This would be a very pretty layer, another base layer underneath. I like adding all these layers. It just makes it feel so like good and plush and soft. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. I like this, and I actually do. I kind of like that little edge there in the back, so I think I'm gonna keep that, this little scallopy kind of trim edge, because that'll add a little interest to my back cover, because our front cover is gonna get a lot of attention, because we're gonna be doing a journal topper to go on that. And of course, keep your scraps. Lace scraps are the best. I love all my lace scraps. Okay. All right. So, let me make sure I didn't put this on the wrong way. No, that's right. Okay, good. That's correct. So we'll come back in a minute and do some glue. And this is our front cover. All right, and then we will trim out another piece here. I guess I probably could have done this before I started filming, but I mean, I just wasn't even, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna turn on the camera and we're gonna go with it. It is how it is. We're just doing this. We're just gonna do it. All right. Hey, you guys be sweet to each other. I don't know what you're doing there, Uma, but you need to be leaving your mama alone. All right. And then I'm gonna trim off this piece up here. And most of these pieces are lace, or in my Etsy shop, I have a lot of lace tablecloths that I find that I have for sale. So if you don't have lace or want lace, you could check out there and see if there's something that interests you. Okay, all right, well, let's do another little layer of glue. And this is actually, this other layer is kind of starting to come through. I want to pick up this second layer of lace, which is, you know, good. Come on, I'm about to have to refill my bottle here. Here we go. Okay, let's lay that down. Here we go. And put some down here. What is going on with my glue? I do love these Sugar Bell icing bottles though. I am so sorry, y'all, that you're having to hear my puppies have a little fight club in the background. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. All right, now let's do over here, the front cover. This part is kind of boring, but I really do want to keep it in. And I mean, who doesn't want to watch a video where they can hear dogs fighting in the background? Oh my goodness gracious. Come on, guys. Hey, 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 hey. Come on now. Can you knock that off, please? Can you please knock that off? Come on. All right, so just wash and repeat, rinse and repeat. Do the same thing. Go over here with my dry wipe and just press that into the glue really, really well. Okay, same thing over here. Just press that in. Yeah, there we go. So we've also been watching Young Sheldon and The Big Bang Theory, and those are just such funny shows. Those are great shows. We've been having such a good time watching those. Do you guys like to watch any kind of like series or shows? Or you guys watch anything like that? We kind of get stuck on a series and we'll just watch it over and over and over again until we get tired of it, and then we'll move to another series. So we did Young Sheldon, and it is, what a great cast that show has. And I'd never heard of it, and I was actually against watching it just because I was like, I do not want to like have another show and da da da. But it was really, really good. I was glad I watched it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on my glue right here. All right, and these I'm gonna set to the side to dry. All right. And then we will start to work on a little bit of our journal, our topper for our journal, okay? So I'm gonna set these to the side to dry and bring over what I do for my journal topper. So here's the journal topper on the journal, you can see right there. So I basically have just a piece of cardstock rather, goodness. And I've trimmed it out, and this one is like 7.5 by 4 3/4, okay? And then I just have like a punch, and I just punch the edges to be pretty like that. And I'm gonna start out by inking up the edges really good. Okay, and then I have, this is just printed on photo paper, but they're just images, like digitals, you know, printed on photo paper. And I've trimmed her out, cut her out, and I'm gonna go ahead and ink up there too. All right. There she is. Very pretty. All right. And the next thing I do, and this is like, again, so fun, is I bring out a bunch of just goodies that I have, like pretty trims, laces. Here's some flowers, other little flowers. I get a lot of these from Neris Laces, Neris Laces on Etsy, if y'all want to go check her out. But she has a lot of this kind of really pretty trims and stuff in her shop. So I grab some of that. I have a whole box of bling. Let's see, here it is. Of just goodies that I have, you know, accumulated, like little blingy pieces and little flowers. I have some little paper flowers here, little butterflies and stuff like that. And then I also will grab, I have a big, well, a kind of bigger box of lace appliques, again, that I purchased from Neris Laces. And so this is fun. This is a very, very fun part, is I just start going through what I have and deciding what I want to do. And this has already caught my eye. Is that not beautiful? Let's see. Let me turn this apart. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. Let me make sure I'm doing it the correct way there. See, already, you know, I just get inspired by finding the right, you know. And then I have these, and these are little frogs, like, you know, for usually go on a jacket or whatever, but they're really fun to layer with. So let me grab out a few of these and just see. Oh my goodness. Okay, is everything all right, Pippa? Are you gonna make it? Are we gonna be okay? Okay, and it's really fun. I just start layering, playing around. I go over here to my bling and decide if I want to add a little bling, a little color, and just start, I mean, basically doing this for a while. Let's see what else I have in here. Oh, that is so pretty. That is so pretty. I could do that. Let me grab some flat laces that I can use underneath. So, yeah, again, here's another huge box of, I'm definitely a fan of Neri and her shop, as you can probably tell. I love playing with lace. It's so much fun. Okay, this is pretty. Hang on. Hey, Dee, babe. Honey, I'm filming a video.
What?
I'm filming a video, baby doll. You okay? Well, she was barking.
She went in my bathroom and chewed up my scrubby.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. We'll get you a new scrubby. We'll get you a new scrubby. I'm sorry. She just was barking, so I thought she wanted to come out. Maybe she needs to go outside. We'll get you a new scrubby, okay? This is really pretty. Let's use this. That's very pretty. Let me do I have it on the right side? Yep. Okay. Let's see, what else do I have in here I can layer on? Uma's a naughty one. She's so funny. She's so naughty. She's so funny. Like, of course, she went and chewed up a scrubby. I mean, she was out of here for, what, 2 seconds? She's chewed up a scrubby. Of course she has. Hot mess. My husband tried to, he's been trying to take her to work with him, and, oh my goodness. She's a disaster. She's just a hot mess. So she goes to work, and she's going in and out under his desk, getting caught in the cords, knocking his phone off, ripping the plugs out of the wall, chewed up 2 highlighters, 2 markers, 2 pens, ran out of his office barking. And I mean, lots of people bring their dogs to the office, so I mean, that's not really that big a deal, but you know, just acting all crazy and all over the place. I don't know what has gotten into her. She's just acting crazy. She's so funny. I love her. Okay, let's see. Now, what are we gonna do here? Are we gonna go back to this here? I don't want to cover up too much of her because she's so pretty, but we could do, I don't know. And I always, oh, you know what? This would be cute maybe to kind of make this act like a headband or something in her hair. I don't know. I've been having fun doing that too, like just putting little gems, like, you know, that's kind of cute. I don't know. We can think about that. I think I'm liking this applique now more than these, but let's see. Yeah, I think I like that one better. Let me see if I can find something. Oh, this might work. Thin that I can, yeah, like maybe layer on this side. Or maybe something, let's see what else I have in here that I can layer. Oh, this is fun. This is pretty and fun. Look, here's some flour. Ooh, 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 this is pretty. And as you can tell, I really don't get too worried about the colors. You know, I just kind of mix all the whites and creams and, you know, just mix it all together. So it looks pretty. Okay. All right. All right, I'm liking the way this is coming together. All right, so I need to go, I feel like I need to go check in on what kind of mass chaos Emma has, you know, started. But I'm gonna end the video. Might have to run out and get a bath scrubby. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Ooh, that's pretty too. But I'm gonna work on this a little bit more off camera, layer it around, and at the beginning of the next video, we'll firm up what we're gonna do here for our topper, and talk soon. Good to be back. I missed you guys. Bye.